Hi everyone and welcome to my channel. If you don't already know me, I'm Jacinta Buckle, founder and CEO of JWB Virtual Ministry Assistants. If you're not familiar with what we do, please feel free to check out our website. The link is below. So today I'm going to talk about whether or not virtual assistants can really manage church admin. So obviously my answer would be yes. So in this video, I'll be showing you exactly how this is done. If you're a church leader or administrator within a church, you know how quickly the paperwork can pile up. Rotas need organising, newsletters need writing, safeguarding checks need following up, social media needs to be posted on time, and often volunteers or part-time staff are stretched thin already. So then you might wonder, can someone remote, a virtual assistant, really handle that kind of work for a church? The short answer is yes, especially if you have the right systems in place, you have clarity and trust in place. In this video, I'll explain exactly what a VA can do, how the arrangements work, and how it frees you to focus on what matters most, your ministry, your vision, and your leadership. So I won't bore you with what a VA generally does, but I think it's important to establish what a VA does within the church context. Your VA will be a service-based remote admin specialist who supports your church with tasks that don't need someone physically present. So you've got things like your newsletters, your emails, social media, your website updates. You've got DBS compliance and even volunteer rotas. So we are not a replacement for pastoral or ministry leadership. We are rather, let's say, an extension of your admin capacity, especially helpful when the internal volunteers or your staff are already maxed out. We work best using tools and systems that your church already use. So for example, you've got ChurchSuite for your rotas, 318 for DBS checks, and all of these need to come with clear boundaries and responsibilities. Here are some of the typical tasks a VA with church admin expertise can take off your plate, many of which we currently help with already. Rotas and volunteer support. We can create and manage volunteer schedules using your ChurchSuite software, so you don't have to chase every team member. Yes, so you've got your newsletter creations. We can write, format, and send out your newsletters using templates, gathering content you provide, making sure communication is consistent. Again, we can use your ChurchSuite for this. Your talk, sermon, uploads, and media sharing. Yep, we can edit and upload your sermon media to YouTube, to your website, and then also share links onto your social media. Safeguarding or DBS processing. We use your 318 software to process DBSs on your behalf. So we can invite candidates, handle online ID checks, we can track renewals and maintain your safeguarding database. With websites and social media, we can maintain that for you. We can do minor updates, so that will not be a full redesign. We can do updates on your events, your notices, your team information, and posting content derived from sermons and events. So the dreaded inbox or mailbox, we can manage that for you. We can check your church email, handle simple queries, and then forward the more complex issues to your relevant staff or your volunteers, so that you are still involved and you know what issues are coming up. So I could go on, but I'd probably be here for a while. You'll also note that I've mentioned some church and charity-based softwares that we use with our current clients. If you'd like a video on how these work, so that's ChurchSuite and 318, do comment below. To make the VA arrangement work well, here's how we set things up so everyone is clear and things run smoothly. So you need to decide in advance which tasks are included in your package so that you know exactly what you're paying for each month. This is a remote role, so there will be limitations to certain tasks. My team are not physically present. We don't replace pastoral ministry and we don't deal with sensitive legal or financial decisions. They all still remain yours. We need to have appropriate permissions in place for the software that we use. And for us, that will primarily be ChurchSuite, 318, your mailbox, and your website. And just making sure that there's due attention to data protection and safeguarding with these. We'll need to share dashboards or reports when relevant. You always, though, retain oversight over major decisions. Confidentiality is absolutely key. So here's what happens when you bring on a virtual assistant who really understands church admin. Fewer afternoons will be spent wrestling with your inbox or chasing volunteer shifts, and you therefore have more space and time for preaching, mentoring, and for that most important, your church vision. Your newsletters will go out when you plan for them to. Your social media and website updates won't fall through the cracks. Your safeguarding, which is absolutely imperative, stays up to date. Knowing that day-to-day admin is in capable hands eases mental load. So you'll have improved communication and engagement between yourself and your congregation. Your congregation will now know what's happening, and more people will feel more included and better informed. Having a virtual assistant doesn't mean you no longer have volunteers. Volunteers are integral to church life, but now they won't be constantly be pulled in emergency admin tasks. Their time will be more fruitful and less chaotic. Right, so many tasks truly are remote, just as I've mentioned earlier. Especially following on from COVID, many of us have realised this. Having said that, you can still have someone locally for on-site things, while most of your admin can be handled virtually. With the proper agreements, data protection, and careful access control in place, it can be done safely. They absolutely do, because we already do this for other churches. Most tools allow role-based permissions. The church will absolutely retain ultimate control. We can guide you through setting these up correctly. Well, I believe that the value comes in what you save. So that's your time, your volunteer stress, avoided mistakes, and even missed opportunities. I mean, we use task-based pricing, which means predictable costs each month. So I hope that this video has helped you. Please do like, share, subscribe, and comment. I'd love to hear your views. In the meantime, if you're ready to explore whether a virtual assistant could really help your church, not just in theory but in practice, let's have a free discovery call where you'll be under no obligation to buy. But following on from that, you will get ideas for a task-based support plan tailored to your church situation. So click below to book your discovery call or email us. All the links are below. Thank you so much for listening. Until next time, bye-bye.